Jimmy Lavender, author of Bitter Rain and a Better Tomorrow. You can find that book on Amazon. Check out the book and learn the real history of what happened in Los Angeles.
Just give me a little bit of peace, steady job and some food to eat. Just give me a little bit of peace, steady job and some food to eat. Just give me.
Talk to me about the short-lived West Side Bishops, and they eventually turned Crip, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
One of our homies, Lucky, had moved on the West Side, and met some guys over there. He came back to talk to Bobby to see what Bobby give him the blessings to turn those guys into bishops. And Bobby gave Lucky the okay. So I like those guys. The West Side Bishops was a bunch of young guys, mostly 13, 14, had a couple of 15s and maybe one or two 16s, as to where we ran from 13 to 19. So they were a bunch of cool little dudes, West Side guys, proper talking little guys, most of them. But they had heart. They had a lot of heart. So they decided. First of all, the West Side Crips never did fight in the Watch Festival because they were so young and they had no cars. And when they was coming up there to meet with us in that 73 festival, they were all hooped up trying to get on the bus. And the bus is like passing them up, like, nah, we
just keep on driving, huh?
Yeah, so they was passing them up. So we waiting in the haciendas for the West Side Bishops, and we done left about 15, 20 hardcore bishops on the East Side waiting for them just in case they ran across a lot of Crips on the way to the festival. We wanted them to be able to defend themselves. So that day in that fight by the West Side Bishops not making it in time, and the likes of good fighters like Space Ghost and didn't make it to the festival to help us that night fight the Crips. It was just us and the bounty hunters. So the West Side Bishops never fought the Crips. Now, there's some different stories about what happened, how they got with the Crips in the neighborhood, and myself and Bad News and a few other people, Bad News from one of the leaders of the West Side, we all tell the same story. And it's just like it's a thing that a lot of people don't want to admit, that the 60s was actually pretty much started by the West Side Bishops. And so what happened was they got with the local Crips in that neighborhood, and they said, you know what, let's all get together. And they could have all went under the name Bishop, but they voted to be Crips. And from what we understand, from the West Side Bishops, and of course our friends, and they told us what happened. So they said they dropped the name Bishop and they went with Crips, and they needed a name. They didn't want to just be West Side Crips, so they needed a name, and they came up with the 60s because they all lived in the 60s. So, and that's where the name 60s came from. And yes, it was the local Crips and the local bishops who got together. So we always said since that day, when people talk about the 60s, we say, well, that ain't nothing but West Side Bishops. So that's how that really came about. And of course, it brought a lot of anger when people first heard that, because other Crips like, well, wait a minute, the 60s was bishops. Well, a lot of them were, not all of them. But again, they got the local guys in that neighborhood, and that's the way we heard it. That's what we known it since 1963, and it didn't bother us none. They fought West, and they were still our friends to where I'm concerned. I never stopped being friends with those guys over there, and we would never have a problem with them. No, of course not. And that's pretty much the story of the the West Side Bishop.
The pretty rose has envy for the ugly thorn, cause it bites back. The bully will eventually leave you alone if you fight back. The sky's black, the concrete's cracked, so my mom's back, bro. Superstitious like old black folks smoking tobacco. And when the camera starts snapping and they ask me to react, I'ma smile like I'm happy, fingers crossed behind my back. They were all rubbing neck and thought that I was an accident, but I happen to be sort of a masterpiece. Now who's laughing at me? City hopped up like a rabbit on speed, just like Cupid on E, like an old blues man off a beast. Chasing the dragon, hoping the magic can please the crowd, cause the secrets have been revealed and we all know what's behind the clouds. And Santa Claus ain't really coming to town, so we lost hope. She hated December, laying her face down in soft snow. Running from situations that be scary, she opened her eyes and to her surprise, it was January. The new norm is a perfect storm. Will we ever see a brighter day? See a brighter day? Cause I'm starting to lose hope and I don't wanna lose my way. Lose my way. And the city's so hungry, but there ain't enough food on the plate, so we're going insane. I just pray when I open my eyes there will be no more rain. No more rain, no more
reality,
rain.
vivid, visionary, the REM sleep. Open your mind, imagination is kinda weak. Traveling through space and time in different dimensions, sending back signals to everybody that will listen. Channeling the others, don't knock it until you try it. Subliminal messages every day that'll make you buy it. Open your mind's eye, you live and you learn. Mistakes over and over, you deserve to get burned. It's your turn right now, you want it, better go get it. The bat is in your hand, ball coming out. Hit it. Just admit it, you never believed a word. The question and answer is something that you never heard. Lack of experience, quarantine life on a tightrope. Vaccinations on the way every day, now we got some hope. Thriving in situations that be scary. Open your eyes, look in the sky, it's January.
The new norm is a perfect storm. Will we ever see a brighter day? See a brighter day? Cause I'm starting to lose hope and I don't wanna lose my way. Lose my way. And the city's so hungry, but there ain't enough food on the plate, so we're going insane. I just pray when I open my eyes there will be no more rain. No more rain, no more
As the earth
rain.
rotates, coronavirus spreads. They pushing the vaccinations with the chip, don't be misled. Fear is the motive, chaotic men, they watching. You won't be jabbing me with that syringe, so gonna knock it the fuck off. You gotta be out of your motherfucking dome, thinking that I'ma let them inject me with some shit to control my dome. Hold on, they playing that game of life with no ref. Gourmet kitchen without a chef, knowing right but veering left. Itching to get respect, never giving, it's always earned. Sharpen my tools, paid my dues, and now I'm taking my turn. Let's burn, roll that up, that clone got shit. If you ain't smoking this, you're doing yourself a disservice. So grab your bag, I bet you be back. I'm damn sure of that. You thought I was kidding or even bullshitting? One hit of this, you know it's good riddance. They say it's only temporary. I took a few puffs and when I woke up, I slept through January.
The new norm is a perfect storm. Will we ever see a brighter day? See a brighter day? Cause I'm starting to lose hope and I don't wanna lose my way. Lose my way. And the city's so hungry, but there ain't enough food on the plate, so we're going insane. I just pray when I open my eyes there will be no more rain. No more rain, no more rain.
Jimmy Lavender, author of Bitter Rain and a Better Tomorrow. You can find that book on Amazon. Check out the book and learn the real history of what happened in Los Angeles.
Just give me a little bit of peace, steady job and some food to eat. Just give me a little bit of peace, steady job and some food to eat. Just give me.
Now, you mentioned in your book that the Firestone sheriffs encouraged the battles between hoods. What are some of the things that they did to keep the beefs going?
You know what? Don't know Firestone sheriff. He deserve no retirement check.
Wow. That's deep.
They all need to be in jail. Ritter, Deputy Dog, Blondie. I still remember the names. And if I see somebody look like them, I'm going to have a nightmare. Look, they were so cold. Let me give you an example. Space Ghost, myself, and somebody else walking down the street. I smoke weed, so I had residue in my jacket. Residue, just some little flakes in there. Well, here come the sheriffs, and we know they're going to mess with us. We got a basketball going to the team post. They pull us over. Space Ghost throw out about 9 joints.
Oh, shit.
It's not legal in those days. He throws out 9, and I'm watching him because he ain't fired up nothing with us while we was walking. I didn't know he had no weed. So I'm the oldest one. I'm 18. So they got us against the car, and you know, Space Ghost is always a jokester. The one deputy had Dusty, his shoes had to be about a size 16. And they got us against the car, and Ghost looked down at his shoe, and Ghost started laughing so hard. He just started laughing, and Debbie said, "What's so funny?" And Ghost pointed down at his shoe. And then his partner started laughing. So cool. He said, so that's funny, huh? I'm not, because my whole thing is, Ghost, you play too damn much. Why are you playing with the Firestone shirts? So anyway, they handcuffed Ghost, put him in the back of the car. I'm thinking, hey, you know, I ain't said nothing. I can go. He turned around, put the handcuffs on me. I said, "Yeah, here we go." Now, the direction in which the car was pointing was towards Firestone. That's the way to the police station. They make a U-turn. I'm like, oh, hell, where are we going? They make a U-turn going back towards 92nd Street, a right turn, go to Hooper Avenue. I'm like, we ain't going to the police. We are not going in the direction of the police station. And the Firestone Church has already had a reputation of putting hands on you. I said, man, they ain't beat us up. So we already handcuffed. We can't run. We can't do nothing. So I'm pissed off. I'm just looking at Ghost. Man, you play too damn much. So they turned down Hooper Avenue, and our number one enemies, our so-called enemies, I hate to call them brothers our enemies, pulled up on 87th and Hooper Avenue, what they call the big
kitchen,
house.
Right?
Kitchen Crips. And we going back and forth. Our neighborhood's going back and forth day and night. Pow, 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 pow. They got Jimmy, Lavender, and Space Ghost getting unhandcuffed right in front of the big house with about a dozen or so Crips sitting on the porch. I'm like, oh, shit, this ain't good. And they take off. Ghost look at me and say, they coming back. They're not going to leave us. I look at us and let's get out of here. We start walking. As soon as we hit that little corner right there, we ran and started jumping fences, looking and looking. And guess what? The kitchen Crips didn't even trip.
Damn.
They like, we know what these sheriffs are trying to do. And later on, when I talked to one of the kids named Danny, he said, I remember that day. He said, man, we didn't even trip. We know what they're trying to do. They did that to us. So it was a big thing in those days for LAPD and sheriffs to pull you over and take you to another gang neighborhood and drop you off over there. And that's why I say they all need to be investigated, because they were putting us in a position to be killed. You know, and they were putting us in a position to be killed. And you know what, Dusty? Check this out. To show you how people think when they're young. We ran, we get away and stuff, and then we go back, yeah, man, they looking at us hard. I'm about to get you, Grip. They looking at us hard. They didn't do nothing, looking at us hard. Is that right? Well, let's go. Now, here we go, jumping in our cars to go back to some people who ain't did nothing to us. But that's how it happens. That's how it goes. And sometimes when that would happen, the locals would try to get the guys, and then the guys would come back, shoot, maybe somebody get shot. But who was the unseen starter of that war? And that would be the church. That would be the church. They did that a lot. And you talk to anybody, Hispanic or any of the other gangs around, they all got something to say about police doing that type of thing. It's just a real thing that nothing would have ever have been done about it, and it's just the way it was in those days.
Yeah, before video or phones that could record everything and all that. This was where there was nothing, no proof, no, it was just my word against his, and I'm sure they ain't gonna believe two Naidu's bishops who walk in there and say they got harassed by police.
Exactly, and it goes course to course. If you go to court and there's nothing there, the judge is always going to believe his officers, his police. Yep. So the people was been stereotyped as bad, gangsters, savages, that type of thing.
Come on. It's just you and me.
School is in session, baby, but I don't play. I know you wanted to go to recess, but I take that away. Understand I'm the man, even if you had a plan. If you make 200,000, I'm keeping 100 grand.
Wait a minute.
Because I'm pimping you, bitch. This is America, so why not get rich? When you're searching for your music, you're playing my station. I'm 2 steps beyond, maybe that's the fascination.
1 + 1 = 2. I'm talking you and me, you talking me and you. When we come together, we be feeling absolute. We put one in the air and be feeling so cool. Ooh, ooh. I'm a West Coast rapper from the city of the hub. Everywhere I go, I get that California love. Like I'm the plug, they tryna tap into my energy. When I hit the spot, you know I'm coming with that synergy, replenishing like Gatorade. Got they levels up, and now we 2 steps beyond these lames. Kicking up dust, never running from the smoke. Hold up, we really want the smoke only from Clone God though. Let's go. 1 + 1 = 2. I'm talking you and me, you talking me and you. When we come together, we be feeling absolute. We put one in the air and be feeling so cool.
I'm a Gemini, bitch, so you know what that means. It means that sometime 1 + 1 = 3. I'm a wandering star with 2 grams up in my cigar and a heart with 2 scars. So pardon if I snap, girl, I'm sorry. Bitch, pass me the lighter, I'm about to play Street Fighter. Hot dugan that pussy, like my name Ken Ryu. She says she never kissed a girl. Well, bitch, tonight you experiment. Put this tablet on your tongue and just enjoy the experience.
1 + 1 = 2. I'm talking you and me, you talking me and you.
Jimmy Lavender, author of Bitter Rain and a Better Tomorrow. You can find that book on Amazon. Check out the book and learn the real history of what happened in Los Angeles.
Just give me a little bit of peace, steady job and some food to eat. Just give me a little bit of peace, steady job and some food to eat. Just give me a little
And then check this out. Even with the white games that I've read with, and as I mentioned to you, the state of Mississippi, with the game problem, 53% of gang members in the state of Mississippi are white. 53%. You never hear about that.
No, never,
now,
ever. With
the gang injunction that they have out there, 411 Simmons, I think they call gang members qualify for the gang injunction. 411. 0 was arrested or sent to jail under those violations.
Damn.
82 black gang members who was accused of violating or being in violation of that same law, 82 went back to prison. 0 of the 411. 0.
Cards are stacked against. Damn, man.
It's there. Google it.
Yeah, I 100% believe you. I'm gonna have to go down that rabbit hole.
Yeah. So, damn. And it's just, you know, and if you go to Santa Maria, California, if you go to Alaska got two very vicious white gangs, the 311s and the 488s.
Okay.
Do not get caught in certain parts of Alaska at night. But we don't talk about the violent white gangs. And this is why a lot of people get angry when a white person's interviewing a black person about black street gangs, like we're exploiting the black street gangs, like they're the only gangs that them and the Hispanics are the only guys out here. But you got Asians, you got Cambodians, you got Vietnamese, you got Filipinos. Every nationality has some violent gangs out there, but they don't get interviewed. We don't talk about them. It's always made to look that it's only black and Hispanic, and I'm glad that I got a chance to come on here and say that.
Yeah, and
keep it real.
Yeah, and I've had, and I'm glad to say that I've had Asian, I've had Samoan, I've had probably 6 white dudes on my show. Like I definitely try to paint the picture that this is not just a black problem. This is not just a Latino problem. This is a everybody problem.
It's an everybody problem, and most of us need to realize that. You know, need to realize that.
Yeah.
And it's a sad problem because it ain't getting no better. It's not gonna get no better. it's I don't see any hope. I was a gay activist, and I threw my hands up. I frankly, I'm a believer of the Creator and the last days of this world, and all the things that I was ever taught and read. I mean, the description. I just tell people, man, you get yourself ready for God, because it looks like everything that was pre-told is right here before us right now. The diseases, wars and little wars, and all these things that's happening in the streets. They ain't nothing but little wars, So then right now you got America and China and Russia all looking at each other like, I mean, it's just so close to a nuclear war. It's bad out here, man. I just say get yourself ready to meet your Creator.
Get right with him. Get right with him.
Yeah, get right with him. That's all I can tell people.
Let me ask you. Let me ask you one more question.
Yes,
I have to preface it with this question. Remind me again how old you were when you started the Bishops.
I was 16.
Okay, 16. All right.
And Bobby was 17.
Gotcha. So let's go back. Let's go to hypothetical world, and let's say that you yourself at your age, Jimmy Lavender, right now, can talk to a 16-year-old Jimmy. What would you say to him?
A 16-year-old Jimmy? A 16-year-old Jimmy was almost somebody that wasn't going to listen to you. Wasn't going to listen to you. I mean, people did talk to me. Dusty, I was at 16 years old. I had 3 Major League Baseball scouts looking at me.
Really?
I had Chad Brewer from the Los Angeles Dodgers, Bob Forte for the Cincinnati Reds. I had Bob Forte for the San Diego Padres.
Right, yeah.
And probably when they was talking to me, I probably had an angel dust joint in my ear. So I wasn't trying to hear nothing like that. I wasn't trying to hear nothing, man. I was trying to get my head fed. And if I'm in the game, they already tried to get my brother. So my whole thing was, I can't leave. I can't go to Japan. I can't go to Mexico to play ball. I got to stay right here and do what I got to do. So I had my little league coach trying to talk to me. My father, he didn't believe in sport and play or anything like that. So he wasn't the one talking to me about anything. So I had my little league coach like a father figure to me on those kind of issues. And I just 16 years old, man. I started smoking angel dust when I was 14. So that stuff had messed my head up so bad, Dusty. I wasn't listening to nobody, man. And then when he turned around to kiss Skip, man, and then I turned around and held my best friend in my arm and watched him die. I wasn't trying to listen to nothing. If you weren't talking about getting revenge on Skip, we didn't need to talk about nothing.
Yeah.
So, but I would tell a person if they would listen, the route that I went, and nobody forced me to do anything. Nobody ever forced me to put the bottle to my mouth. Nobody forced me to put a gun in my hand. Nobody forced me to put no angel dust to my lips. It was my choice. And whatever choice you make, then that's what you just got to live with it, be good or bad. I don't blame it on nobody. Nobody but myself. I messed my whole life up.
Experimenting on a new trip. 2 rips, 2 tabs on my tongue tip. 1 blammer, 2 4 clips, my little mama. Sweet aroma got me feeling like Dalai Lama. Lazy days, sky maze, private escapades. In 9-8, we was busting out of Escalades. In 08, we was taking care of little babies. Nowadays, we just wonder how we even made it. Sky gray, pink smoke, blue ocean. Number 9, she smelled the potion. Flatline, she was overdosing. Epitome of ghosting. Eyes red, Ray-Ban, cigarette butts. Long kiss, good night, but the morning suck. 5th time this week, falling in love. Man, I gotta stop doing drugs. I had the time of my life when I was flying through the sky. The clouds were so alive. I've never been.
Jimmy Lavender, author of Bitter Rain and a Better Tomorrow. You can find that book on Amazon. Check out the book and learn the real history of what happened in Los Angeles.
Just give me a little bit of peace, steady job and some food to eat. Just give me a little bit of peace, steady job and some food to eat. Just give me a little.
I want people to understand something. For a pro baseball player, first year in the league, that's on his way to start, go to a scout of a professional baseball team and say, you got to watch this guy play. And I knew this. I knew it. And you never know when a scout's going to be there. But here's the cold part is when you start putting stuff in your system and you get hooked on it. I was going to baseball practice. High, drunk.
Damn.
As if the coach didn't know. As if the only smart person was me. I get out there, balls running through my legs. I can't hit no ball in practice. Then it's game time. I see Bob Forte. He already talked to me. I said, Bob Forte here. No, I'm sorry, not Bob Forte, but Pope from the Cincinnati Reds at the game. And I'm like, Pope is here. And I'm telling my coach, I need to get in. I need to get in the game. And the coach saying, no, I got to be smelling like whiskey. I got to be smelling like angel dust. But I got an attitude with the coach. This guy coming to watch me play. So I said, no. So I don't get in the game at all. At all. I'm doing this to myself. But I'm thinking everybody's against me now. This is how that stuff had me feeling.
It's not your fault.
They hating on me. Yeah, they hating on me now. They hating on me. I'm supposed to be in there playing baseball. I got the scout out here, but he's not putting me in. So I get off that team. I go to another team and another team and another team. And I get to argue with the coach. I said, you don't have a player out here that can mess with me. I'm the best player you got. You're not putting me in the game. You're not thinking that every coach is shooting you down for the same reason. You know, it's everybody else but me. Damn. It's everybody but me. And I'm game banking on top of that. So I just look back at what I did at 16 years old, as you mentioned. If a 16-year-old person is like me, I don't know what you say to him. I really don't. I don't know what anybody could have said to me. So, but I would say to any 16-year-old right now, don't mess it up. Don't mess it up. Don't mess it up. And, you know, it's so easy. It's so easy to get that monkey on your back, but trying to get it off will follow you for the rest of your life. And don't just trust me on that one. Just try your best to live clean. And when you're out here in the streets, it's hard enough to try to live clean because they already think any black youth 16 years old is up to something. He's no good. You walk in the store, you got that against you. And now you put that game behind your name. You just been messed up, man. So just leave that game stuff alone, bro. I mean, I'm happy with my son. I'm happy with my son. I drilled that in him. I drilled it in him not to do this. Don't do that. Don't pick up no gun. Don't do this. And he listened to me. So then he ended up picking up a gun. He's a security guard. He's an armed security guard. Hey,
I would much rather my son go that route than the other route. Shout out to you, man. Damn, dude. And that last couple of minutes of you talking is exactly why I do what I do, why I do my show. You know, I don't do this to glorify gangs. I do this so, you know, people who listen to my show who are maybe thinking about, you know, picking up that gun and going the opposite route, or who are thinking about, you know, wearing that flag, you know, hey, is this the route I want to go through? You know, I heard Jimmy's story. Do I really want to do this? Do I really? That's my whole mission for this show, and you tied it up in a nice, you know, bow in that last 2 minutes. So I got to thank you for that.
Well, you know what? Thank you.
Oh, city at last. Oh, Nick, I'm so thrilled.
Yeah, honey, you're gonna get plenty of thrills.
Oh, you must have what it takes. Well, they all fall for you. I'm beginning to myself.
Your confidence on 10. Everything you pillow talking about, she recording. Sharing with her friends, about to have your game exposed. You don't give her what she want, designer bags and clothes. And who knows, you may be spending more though out your pocket. Use a space pocket and your chick is known to gossip. No matter about the topic, damn bro, the man Gaddafi's got her whole family feeling like Capital One. What's in your wallet? It's common knowledge, you gon' give it, she gon' take it. All the way down to the penny, leaving your heart to wake it, break it. Never should've made the mistake of showing your hand in the beginning. She figured you out, you playing checkers to the chess who's winning. She grinning while you give up all the info. Listening for the keywords as now there's a crescendo. Let the drink flow, the gorgon burning slow. She whispers something else in your ear, you like for show.
I know everything you ever want. Whispers in the dark, whispers in the dark, whispers in the dark. I know every song you ever heard. Whispers in the dark, whispers in the dark, whispers in the dark. I know every thought you ever had. Whispers in the dark, whispers in the dark, whispers in the dark. I'm the one that's giving you the word. Whispers in the dark, whispers in the dark, whispers in the dark.
Glass hearts are fragile and too much for her to handle. The puppet just wants to dangle, but everyone wants it to strangle itself. And while he tap dances for master, he prays to the pastor, asking for forgiveness for his actions. At night she talks to the wind like she would to her best friend. Just a pocket full of change and a sin. It sounds like California oceans, dreams of magical potions, drugs, illusions, and dark roads. The Jehovah's are joking, but nobody's laughing. Curtains closed, wardrobe is asking for the clothes back. The casters at the bar having daiquiris. Mischance, Polaroid, no going back. One pose, you blink, oops, you're bad. Can't blame it on the man behind the cam. There's just one flash, and just like that, time's up, just one chance. Casket closed, buried talent, beautiful grass. I bet you really didn't think that life would go that fast, did you?
I know everything you ever want. Whispers in the dark, whispers in the dark, whispers in the dark. I know every song you ever heard. Whispers in the dark, whispers in the dark, whispers in the dark. I know every thought you ever had. Whispers in the dark, whispers in the dark, whispers in the dark. I'm the one that's giving you the word. Whispers in the dark, whispers in the dark, whispers in the dark. I'm sitting down on the couch, I'm in the padded room, but the whispers in the dark reminded me of the moon. So big that I can touch it, but the distance is vast. Nigga, the time is running out, so you better move fast. Try not to crash, fuck fear, nigga, we blast off. Got that clone guy in my lungs and it's making me the right potion is necessary. Life can be kinda scary. What's the point of existing if you're gonna be ordinary? So sick of working every day, distress ain't needed. My energy is gone, you can be feeling depleted. Just want to make this music, continue living my life. 2 vacations every year, wine and dine my beautiful wife. Relax, look up at the sky, sipping liquor. Can you recognize the constellation? I see the Big Dipper, but a tipper. She walking by, she bringing them drinks. I'm giving her the eye so she can know what I think.